Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is on assignment. Union members working at City Brewing Company voting on whether to authorize a strike. According to a flyer shared with News 8, scheduled votes are taking place throughout today and tomorrow. The company plans to shift to a 24/7 production schedule to meet increased demand. That's according to documents shared by a current union member and employee. It means some workers would be scheduled for 3 or 4 day weeks, 12 hours per shift. One union member says he is in favor of going on strike.
Just because I feel like they could have at least made it seem like they were going to give us like meet us in the middle somewhere, but it kind of feels like even worse than it is right now. So
now, if the strike authorization is approved, workers would have the choice to go on strike if negotiations fail. This would be the second brewery strike in the area within a year. Workers at the Chippewa Falls Leinenkugels Brewery went on strike for over a month in July over contract negotiations. The union's current contract with City Brewing expires in May. City Brewery released a statement today saying in part, City Brewery is currently Teamsters Union on a new contract. We are optimistic that with the parties bargaining in good faith, a mutually acceptable deal can be reached before the current contract expires. Today, the town of Campbell is celebrating new funds to fight PFAS contamination. For almost 4 years, residents of French Island have been dealing with the effects of the forever chemical known as PFAS. Today, Congressman Derek Van Orden announced he was able to secure $2 million in community project funding to support the town of Campbell's new municipal water system project. The project aims to build 2 elevated storage tanks and a new water treatment plant.
This is a health crisis. It's a health crisis, and for the safety of all the people in Campbell and neighboring communities, we've got to put a stop to PFAS being in our community.
The town of Campbell is hoping to have the final engineering design by May of this year. The plan must be then approved by the EPA and the DNR before they're able to break ground. Well, I definitely had to turn up the heater again today because it was chilly outside, but it looks like we're getting sunnier and warmer starting tomorrow, Greg.
Yeah, we're coming back up, but we'll still be below average, but we are climbing up to the 40s at least and maybe potentially the 50s by Friday. But for today, it really was cold conditions once again, and we're still cold this evening with some sun out there and some clouds up the 20s to Eau Claire to the mid to upper 30s too. For this evening, it's going to be chilly still, a little bit of a west wind, so that temperature feels a little bit more like around 20 as we reach 11 p.m. with less cloud cover as we go throughout the evening and overnight. Eau Claire will drop back down into the low 20s with that wind chill once again in the teens, so it will feel quite chilly and cold for the end of March. Current feel-like temperatures are still fairly cold in the teens, up to the north to the 20s to maybe around 30. That wind has begun to die off just a little bit, and yeah, 10 to 15 degrees below average, even 15 to 20 in certain locations, so this below average temperature continues, but not for long. Radar, a few flurries or snow showers continue well up to the north. We've had that along with some cloud cover, and temperatures remain ready in the 30s to the upper 20s. So I'll break down exactly when we're going to see these average temperatures, because that's the average right now. We should be upper 40s to low 50s depending on location, but we will see that, and I'll break down what Easter weekend looks like, if it's going to be dry or wet. And then obviously we got April Fools, and you don't know what happens on April Fools.
Okay, might be snowstorming, might be a hurricane, who knows with you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Greg. Former senior advisor to President Biden, Mitch Landrieu, visiting La Crosse today to highlight federally funded local infrastructure projects. Landrieu and La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds toured the MTU facility and learned more about the benefits electric buses have had on the community. Landrieu says the improvements made to the MTU facility to accommodate the electric buses is a great example of taxpayer money going back into local communities.
The infrastructure bill actually is the first time that in 50 years that the federal government has taken a substantial amount of taxpayers' dollars and put them back exactly where the taxpayers said they wanted them.
The electric buses are a recent addition to the city, which was the first municipal system in Wisconsin to put an electric bus on the road. The historic fire station number 4 could soon have a new owner. La Crosse's Economic and Community Development Commission voting to approve a sale proposal that would turn the former fire station into housing. According to the developer's proposal, they intend to turn the building into 2 housing units, an owner-occupied main floor unit and a second-floor one-bedroom apartment that will be rented out. The city is building a new fire station next door to the old property. The construction on that is set to finish up this August. Well, if you happen to notice a lot of emergency vehicles going in and out of the La Crosse Central High School tomorrow morning, you do not need to be alarmed. The school is hosting a disaster drill training session tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Officials from the school, Gunderson Health System, and the La Crosse Police and Fire Departments will take part in the training session. Officials say the training will help give all agencies attending training on what to do if a similar situation happens in real life. So a reminder, if you see emergency vehicles at La Crosse Central High School tomorrow morning, there's no need to notify emergency services because it is only a drill. Well, bagged milk is no more. Quick Trip announcing they plan to discontinue the product in all stores beginning in May. The gas station chain has offered bagged milk for more than 40 years, but the company says customer preferences indicate a significant decline in demand for the product. CEO Scott Zitlow says discontinuing bagged milk will allow the company to, quote, focus on items that resonate more strongly with our guests. Well, a new events facility is coming to the Forest Hills Golf Course. Today, a groundbreaking ceremony kicked off the start of the new addition. A group of volunteers helped fund the project through a series of fundraisers for the last 2 years. Although new, the pavilion will maintain historic significance by being built on the site of the old La Crosse Country Club clubhouse. It will feature a covered seating area for groups up to 150 people. It will also include a concession area for beverages, snacks, and a limited food menu. A setting for scenic views of the golf course and Grandad Bluffs. Dave Clements, one of the volunteers who spearheaded the idea, can't wait to enjoy it with his golf mates.
We'll have a spot to sit and gather and tell stories about shots and just talk about life. And so I'm really excited about the opportunity to sit up there and maybe have a burger and a beer.
Sounds delightful. Commemorative displays for La Crosse PGA golf professional Don Iverson, as well as of Jim Webb, who was part of the planning committee but passed away suddenly, will also be part of this project. The pavilion is expected to be completed by this fall. Shipping companies are scrambling to find a new port to import and export products following the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, the impact it could have on your wallet.
Buygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices,
So it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
and then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Cardinal Songbird food, $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And 5 quarts of Blaine's Full Synthetic Motor Oil, $23.99. Just $20.99 for rewards members. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Things have sure changed since Osseo Automotive had its roots 100 years ago. But one thing remains the same: our commitment to service and great deals at Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet. Drive home this new 2024 Chevy Equinox for just $33,445 with financing as low as 1.9%. Or this new 2023 Chevy Silverado for just $41,900 with over $10,000 in discounts and rebates. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
By Goffin Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goffin Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
The tragedy in the Port of Baltimore could impact the supply chain. This from the U.S. Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, who warns that returning to normal will take a long time and be expensive. Vessel traffic through the port is suspended for now. Ivan Rodriguez has more on the economic impact of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore.
Car carriers, cargo ships, and cruises halted indefinitely from traveling into and out of the Port of Baltimore.
This has a significant and a seismic impact economically, not just on Baltimore, but on the entire state of Maryland.
The ship that collided with the Key Bridge early Tuesday was carrying cargo. And Maersk, the Danish shipping giant that chartered the vessel, has suspended service in Baltimore for the foreseeable future. Baltimore ranks the 9th largest U.S. port for international cargo. It handled some 52 million tons last year, an impact that Maryland Governor Wes Moore emphasized.
We're talking about $191 million a day of economic activity, 8,000 jobs that are directly related to this.
The city ranks first among U.S. ports that process autos and light trucks, handling a record 850,000 in 2023.
That's not just cars, by the way. That also includes a lot of farm equipment, which is a very important export for the American economy.
Consumers may see an increase in shipping costs, but one leading economist says the goods will be moved through other ports, so the disruptions aren't expected to have much impact on the wider economy. The Secretary of Transportation is worried about the livelihoods of port workers.
If goods aren't moving, they're not getting paid. So we're very concerned for them.
Maryland's governor is already focused on the port's future.
We are going to focus on making sure that we can have an economic recovery that really honors the work that was taking place with the port.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
The Navy announced it is moving 3 heavy lift cranes to Baltimore to help clear the bridge debris and open up the ship channel. An American adventurer is the first woman to circumvent the world in an all-electric vehicle. Her journey and the struggles she faced in just a few minutes.
Yeah, well, you do definitely have the Easter forecast coming up after we have some dry and warmer conditions for the end of the week. Easter still looks okay, but we do have some rain chances in the forecast. I'll break down when to expect it and what it looks like going into next week. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
For a limited time at Home Sleep Express, get a king-size mattress for the price of a queen on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Luxuria Naples Plush King mattress is now just $7.99. Plus, get interest-free financing. A king for the price of a queen at Home Sleep Express.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the Culinary Collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Now, for a limited time at Home Furniture, you can get a king-size bedroom suite for the price of a queen. Like this king bedroom suite, now just $12.99. Plus, get interest-free financing. King comfort, queen price at Home Furniture.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
An American adventure seeker has set a new world record for being the first person to circumnavigate the globe in an all-electric vehicle. 25-year-old Lexi Alford crossed the finish line in Nice, France, Tuesday in a Ford Electric Explorer, earning a special certificate from the Record Setter organization. The Florida native began her epic journey September 8th, traveling over 18,000 miles through 27 countries and 6 continents before finishing where she started. Alford says the trip wasn't without its challenges, including freezing conditions, power outages, and a lack of charging infrastructure in some countries.
I found everything from unique charging solutions like domestic charging using household outlets to solar panels to even battery packs to try to get me to where I need to go.
A big challenge indeed. Alford, known on social media as Lexi Limitless, is already the Guinness World Record holder for the youngest person to travel all sovereign countries. She is also the youngest female to do so, earning that title at age 21. Well, Easter weekend is only a few days away, and it looks like we're going to have some pretty nice temps for it. Let's hop on over to Greg for the latest.
Yeah, we definitely are going to be seeing some temperatures here, but really when you break it down for Easter, it's not going to be far from average what we should be for this time of year. And of course, Easter can average from pretty much the end of March to the end of April, depending on year. But this time, we should be pretty close to where we should be. But not for tomorrow. We still should be a little bit below average in the 40s. We'll definitely get in the 50s above average by Friday. There are some showers coming in for Friday night that could linger early Saturday morning, but the rest of the weekend looks good until Sunday afternoon, and I'll break that down a little bit. Otherwise tonight, just cloud cover temperatures still getting down quite chilly. Teens to the north, to the 20s to the south. The winds will be lighter, won't be much as a wind chill as you wake up. We'll start seeing some low clouds will actually burn off, and then we'll start seeing more sun as we will go throughout the noon on Thursday with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. By the afternoon, plenty of sun in most locations. We should be able to get up into the mid 40s, lower 40s, even still some 30s up to the north. So not where we should be, but it is improving. And then going into Friday morning, another chilly morning, but things are going to change because the winds are going to start turning around. Here's that system that'll be approaching Friday afternoon. Friday evening, we'll start seeing a line of maybe some potential showers developing. The warm front looks to stay just south of here. That'll probably be where more of the concentrated showers will be, but we might see some come through overnight hours. Right now, the evening doesn't look too bad, but later in the night, we could see a few showers. Temperatures should stay above freezing, so we're not expecting any mixed precipitation or snow. Then as we go into Easter, Saturday looks fine. Sunday, for the most part, looks okay. Upper 40s, low 50s. We do have some shower potential towards the afternoon. It's a small chance right now. It gets a little bit smaller as we get closer because there is a system that'll be approaching. Overall, we get into the system out west is going to spin couple of these waves throughout the area. So we're going to see one come through about Sunday, providing a little bit opportunity in the afternoon. Then a second one comes that's a little bit stronger. That could be through Sunday night into Monday. Right now, that appears to be going a little bit further south every time, but there is an opportunity, looks like, especially Monday, that we're going to get some showers, some periods of light rain, and then it gets a question of whether we'll see a changeover going into Tuesday for some light snow. Right now, it's a pretty low bet to see any amount of accumulation. It's kind of spotty. We'll see if that changes, but right now, it looks mainly the whole event should be rain as we go into Monday night into early Tuesday. But for tonight, it's really going to be the cold temperatures. Once again, teens up to the north, low 20s. Should be around the mid to upper 20s this time of year, so definitely cold as you wake up tomorrow morning. More sun after any low clouds burn off. We'll get up to the mid 40s to the south, to the mid-30s up to the north, about 5 to 8 degrees where we should be. And then we do improve to Friday where we should be above average in the mid-50s as we go out. And as we get back to Saturday, we should see dry conditions going on until we get to Sunday. And then the rain chance starts ramping up towards the evening and Sunday night into Monday. And then we might have a little bit of snow coming in into Tuesday, depending on things play out. So overall, no travel impacts, it looks like, for Easter weekend, but we might be battling a few showers as we go into Sunday afternoon. But it's a small chance. But overall, not too bad. Kind of where we should be, upper 40s, low 50s.
I'm ecstatic about this. Ecstatic about it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, the Timberwolves look for their 50th win of the season tonight. Plus, opening day is tomorrow for most MLB teams. Brewers will have to wait until Friday, though, to start their season. Rob's got that next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
The top-notch teacher is really important to our organization. You know, our family's been giving back, and our team for 5 generations, over 100 years, because our mission statement is to keep people moving. And as I think about the greater La Crosse region, our teachers is what keeps our kids moving, what keeps our community moving. And so it really aligns well with what we're about at Dahl Automotive, giving back. Our teachers are just so important, so if we can support them in any way, then that makes a big difference.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. So they asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers, like up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, do you think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Introducing Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Exclusive offers just for our customers. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The wait is almost over. Baseball season is finally back for most teams tomorrow. 2 teams that will not be playing on opening day, though, unfortunately, are the Brewers and Mets. For the 2nd straight season, Mother Nature raining on the Mets parade when it comes to opening day. New York and Milwaukee will now instead start their 3-game series on Friday, then continue on Saturday and then Sunday. First pitch on Friday is now scheduled for 12:40 Central Time. Freddie Peralta will get the ball for the Crew. Jose Quintana will be on the bump for the Mets. As for the Twins, they open the season tomorrow on the road in Kansas City against the rival Royals. Minnesota's coming off a solid season in 2023. Twins won the AL Central. They also won their first playoff series in 21 years. And coming into this year, the big guns are healthy finally. Byron Buxton, Carlos Correa, Royce Lewis, all ready to go beginning tomorrow afternoon. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for the Twins. First pitch in Kansas City is scheduled for 3:10. Staying in Minnesota, the T-Wolves will try for win number 50 tonight. They're back at home to take on the Pistons. Minnesota's won 2 straight. They've won 7 of their last 10, but the Wolves have dropped to 3rd in the Western Conference. They're currently right behind Denver and Oklahoma City at 49 and 22 on the year. 11 games to go in the regular season. Still a lot of time for the Wolves to make up that ground. They'll look to start tonight against Detroit. On the college hardwood, 2 of our former area standouts will look to lead Minnesota State to the national championship game in Division II. The Mavericks take on Cal State San Marcos tonight in the national semifinals in St. Joseph, Missouri. Aquinas grad Taylor Tayush and Melrose Mindoro grad Emily Herzberg will try and guide Mankato tonight. If the Mavericks win, they're off to the championship game Friday at 7. As for Iowa's Caitlin Clark, her and the Hawkeyes are still right in the mix of a national championship run, but Big 3 co-founder, rapper, and actor Ice Cube wants Clark to play for his league. So much so that he's offered Clark $5 million to play for the Big 3 after her commitments at Iowa have been fulfilled. Clark is now the favorite to go number 1 in the WNBA draft this summer. But Emily, rookies only make $76 grand in the WNBA.
Oh, so this is a bigger opportunity, but she'd be playing with men.
She would.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's going to make a lot of money with endorsements.
Right.
I mean, that's going to factor into. So
but look at her getting the recognition of rap artists, actors. She's going to be making so much money no matter what she decides. So
whatever she does, it's going to be the right decision, and she's going to make the WNBA even more, enjoyable to watch, especially if she goes number 1.
Yeah, and I have to reinform everyone we have the same birthday, her and I, January 22nd.
Let's go.
Winning birthday. All right. Well, we'll be right back after this.
Expect more from local politics this election year. Go to news8000.com/elections to hear from the candidates themselves. Complete and fair. News 8 Now.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get 2.9% APR for 72 months on select Sierra 1500 models.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Whether you're looking for a complete bathroom makeover or a simple bath or shower conversion, your home improvement company will exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials. We can complete your project in as little as 1 day, and all our work is always backed by a lifetime warranty on parts and labor. Call now to get up to 30% off your bathroom remodel and enjoy 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
All right, tonight definitely going to be kind of chilly still, around 20 in La Crosse, many teens, maybe even a single digit out there. Not much in the way of wind chill, but still colder than what we should be. Tomorrow, a little warmer, still not quite to the 50-degree mark, but that'll come Friday with some showers potentially Friday night into early Saturday. And the Easter weekend, for the most part, looks good.
Yeah.
Maybe some showers coming Sunday afternoon, but overall not too bad.
Yeah, that bunny right there looks nice, warm and cozy, and enjoying the springtime. Okay, thank you for joining us at 6. We'll see you at 10.